We are live.
Yo, what's up, everyone? Super excited to be here today, guys. If you can't tell, I'm in a little bit of a different location. I was actually hoping you guys would get some scenery, but it seems like you guys are just getting bright light behind me. I am not, I don't know, you could say it's heaven. You don't know. It depends on, it's a little chilly here right now, actually, just like it was down in Florida. I know Alan knows that because he's down in, Amelia Island. I was just looking, we were just down in Orlando. We were talking like it was chilly, a little chilly there a few days. What is it down there now? Like mid 60s?
It's in the 50s. It's like we're expecting blizzards and stuff through here. We're wearing jackets.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah. So I think it's like, let me think. I think it's like 52 here in North Carolina. So we're on Topsail Island. Yeah, 51. So I'm on Topsail Island this week. Last week we're in Orlando.
51 here. Look at that.
So same. Yeah, we'll be, let me put it this way. When we get back to Fort Wayne, I'm not joking. That night it'll be about 18 degrees, so high of 28. So that'll be super fun. Apparently we have like a half a foot of snow back home, and thankfully my brother-in-law went and cleared our driveway. So when we get home, I won't have to park at the top of the driveway and clear it out before we can go. So anyway, guys, I'm super excited about today. We're talking about 7 affiliate marketing myths, and we're going to, hopefully for you guys, we're going to completely destroy those today. These are our pervasive myths, right? These are, we're going to talk about some myths. We're going to talk about some excuses. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff today. These are myths that people believe that hold them back from success. That's why we're talking about these today. Because if you believe any of these 7 myths, and if you make any of these 5 excuses that I'll share at the end, you're not going to succeed. And that's why I want to share these today. This is important because everything starts with mindset, in my opinion. The best tactics, the best strategies, the best, I got better subject lines. I got, this. I learned this strategy on social media. None of it means, as my mom would always say, none of it means a hill of beans if you don't have the right mindset going in. One of the things that I talk a lot about on the mindset side is just the mindset that it's okay to make money. It's okay to be successful. It's okay to make more money than your parents. It's okay to maybe work less than your parents and make more money. It's okay to be the person in your family who's the most successful. It's okay to charge your audience money for things. It's okay to expect there to be a financial transaction. It's okay for you to monetize. It's okay for you to make a difference and make money. I mean, that's what just a side note, just this morning, we settled on the final book cover for Turn Your Passions into Profits. I'll be sharing that pretty soon. I'm excited to share that with you guys. And that's one of the core messages of the book from a mindset side. In fact, I know one of the things I say in the book was like, if you needed permission for any of those things that I just talked about to be true, you have that permission now. And that's super important. So that's why mindset's so important. So we're talking about 7 affiliate marketing myths, also 5 excuses that people make. And we're going to hopefully bust those today. Like Eric said, hey, Eric, we're going to play Mythbuster today. Hey, Luke. Hey, Angie. Real quick, if you haven't said hey yet, like Luke and Angie and Eric, say hey there. Let us know where you're joining us from. That's always super fun. I do apologize. There might be a little bit of an echo. Our beach house here, it doesn't have carpet and it's sparsely decorated. So there is a bit of an echo. Hopefully you guys aren't picking it up. And I've got my microphone like right here just in case. But also, if you know somebody who would benefit from hearing this message today, somebody who needs that mindset shift to be successful with affiliate marketing. Maybe they made some of these excuses to you that you're going to hear today. Any excuses in affiliate marketing, hit that share button. Tell them about it. Let them know about this. Send them a text, share it with your friends, shoot them an email. Let them know, if they come later, they'll get the replay. That's fine. Share it with that, wherever. Share it on your Facebook page. And also, Alan.
Heavenly glow. Eric pointed out your heavenly glow. I think that's pretty cool.
No echo. Sorry, I left the windows open. I was hoping you guys could see the ocean because it's literally right behind us. For those of you who know North Carolina geography, we're on one of the islands there off the coast, Topsail Island. It's spelled, I mean, you can see the spelling, top sale, but I'm from North Carolina, so we pronounce it topsail. I don't ask me why. I think it's just easier for us rednecks to to say that. Belgium, yeah, that's cold. Yeah, so Alan, I literally, we probably drove, I don't know, half an hour from you the other day, and
Maybe closer. Maybe closer. Yeah.
so sorry we didn't get a chance to meet up. We had to hustle to get here because we did not want. There was just enough moisture left on the roads here, and it was below freezing that night. Not here, but like inland more. And we're like, it's the South. They don't know salt. So we're gonna get there early, and I'm kind of glad we did, because when we got to the house here, there was the driveway had frozen. And wow. I'm like, I cannot imagine. But it was that thick, So you kind of cracked through it. And I'm like, I cannot imagine if we got in here 2 hours later, we'd be like, whoop. So, well, good to see you guys. Alan, real quick, you had something. I think I'm going to work something in that you started to share with me. I was like, dude, stop telling me. We'll just do this live. So I want you to find an opportunity when we're talking today. You've got a success story that you've got that I think is important. In fact, I'm going to go through our outline here. I think when we get to like myth number 7, I think it'll be a great place for you to talk about that. Cause just we'll get there, but let's jump in, guys. We're talking about this. We're going to destroy some affiliate marketing myths today. Also talk about some of those excuses. And myth number 1 is that, affiliate marketing is too hard, right? Affiliate marketing is too hard. I just hear this from a lot of people. Like, I don't understand. I can't put it into practice, right? I don't understand affiliate marketing. The total opposite is true. You don't even have to be qualified as a marketer to get the most out of an affiliate marketing campaign. All right. You can learn affiliate marketing like that. I mean, go listen to my podcast, right? There's tons of information out there. We have a course that walks you through. You can basically go from not knowing a thing about affiliate marketing to running your first affiliate marketing campaign. If you just go to noproductnoproblem.com, it walks you through in 5 days, right? There's so many free resources. If you have more time than money, go watch all my YouTube videos. Go watch all of my lives. Go watch, listen to every podcast episode. If you want the quick and dirty version, that kind of takes you from here to here very quickly, No Product, No Problem is your answer there. I mean, it's just not that complicated. I've shared this story so many times, but I'm going to share it again. That when I gave this speech a few years ago, I don't know, about 1,000 people in the audience, 700 and 1,000 people. And I'm like, affiliate marketing, it's amazing. And I'm like, I'm thinking, this is awesome. I have convinced every person in here they can be an affiliate marketer. They're going to be the best in the world. This is before I had this story that I'm about to share with you, right? And so I said, who here doesn't think they can do affiliate marketing? And I'm thinking there's not going to be a hand in the place that goes up. And who here doesn't think? And like 400 hands go up. I'm like, oh, shoot. Like, this did not go like I thought it would. And I'm like, okay. So I picked I was like, why do you not think you can? Like, well, it's somebody else's product. I don't know how do you pronounce. I don't know how to market. I'm not a marketer. Like, why can't you? And she's like, I'm not a marketer. I don't know marketing. I haven't read all the marketing books. Okay, so why do you think I'm not a marketer, And I'm like, man, they're saying the same thing, How about you? I'm not a marketer. It's like, and then it's someone else's product. I don't even know. How can I promote someone else's product? I was like, and I had this idea, and I'm like, come up here. We sat down. I said, so you don't think you're a marketer? She's like, nope. Like, ma'am, I've read, 300 to 400 marketing books. I've been a marketer for 10 years. I don't think I really don't think I know marketing all that well either, to be honest with you. And especially promoting someone else's products. I said, do me a favor. Tell me about your favorite restaurant. And, don't stop me if you've heard this story before, Eric, or Luke or anyone. I said, tell me about your favorite restaurant. And she's like, well, it's such and such. I'm like, okay. Tell me what it's like when you walk up to that restaurant. She tells me about the neighborhood and the ambiance outside. I said, okay, how about when you walk in? What's it like inside? She tells me about that. I've got this, vivid picture of this place. I can see the decor on the walls. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, What about the food? What about the service? Yeah, she's like, oh my gosh, the service is so amazing, right? She's like, it seems like our water glass is always full, but the waiter's never there. Well, that's good service. She's like, yeah, last week my husband and I went, we left our doggy bag inside the restaurant, and she, like, he comes running out, almost gets hit by a car trying to get us our doggy bag. I'm like, that's really good service, right? She's like, yeah, I know. All right, how about the food? That's the $1 million question. Like, I'll put up with mediocre service. I'll put up with kind of like a drab location. But if the food, makes me salivate just thinking about it, all bets are off. And who cares? Like, who cares what's on the walls, right? I go for the food. And she's like, oh my gosh. She's like, the food is amazing. Oh man, let me just tell you. She goes, and it's affordable too. It's like 4 of us ate there last week. Our bill was $60, $15 a person, for a really, really good meal. And I'm like, dang, like, you can't go to a fast food restaurant practically for that. That's amazing. Mm-hmm. She's telling us about the food. By the way, don't ever do this right before lunch at a conference, which is when I did it, because they will revolt on you. So it's like 11:45. We're 15, 20 minutes away from the lunch break, and everybody in the audience is now just drooling. And I said, who here wants to go to that restaurant? And this time, exactly what I wanted to happen happened. Every hand in the restaurant, or every hand in the place went up. By the way, it's right before my lunchtime. Because my family just went out to lunch so I could do this, and I'm hungry. And so every hand in the place went up, and I looked at her and I said, you just did it. You just did affiliate marketing. You marketed this restaurant. It's not even your restaurant. So number one, you are a marketer. You just convinced 1,000 strangers to go eat at a restaurant that's not yours. You just did affiliate marketing. So it's not hard. It's not hard, guys. That's all it is. That's really all affiliate marketing is. Myth number 2 is, I'm glad. Great story, worth repeating, Eric says. Thank you. Customers don't like it. Some people, this is a fun exercise. Go Google affiliate marketing is dead. And then tell Google to show you all the results from 2021. Be a couple million results. Then tell it to show you all the results from 2020 and 2019. You can start to skip years. Go to 2017, 2013, 2010, 2007. We call it 2007. No, we just called it 2007 back then. Go back to 2003. Affiliate marketing is dead. You'll find a couple 100,000 articles about it or mentions of it. What does that tell you? People have been saying that affiliate marketing is dying for 20 years. Guess what? It's still here. Like, what about Twitter? Is Twitter going to be around 20 years from now? I don't know. I really don't. What about Facebook? Don't know. MySpace? Okay, well, bad example. The thing is, affiliate marketing is much more effective for the merchants than any other form of advertising. They're not going to kill it. As someone who runs affiliate programs for a living, why would Stu McLaren kill his affiliate program? Like, that's killing the golden goose. I mean, oh no, you know what I'd really like to do is just have to fire 2/3 of my staff. Yeah, sure, we'll end our affiliate program. That's ridiculous. It's not going anywhere. Customers, it's not about customers not liking it. Customers love the fact that the websites that they frequent are making money from affiliate marketing. Why? Because it funds that website. If I click that link and you make $1 or 1,000, awesome. I love your content, dude. If I'm support your nonprofit and your nonprofit's using affiliate marketing to make money to support a worthy cause, why would I want affiliate marketing to die? Affiliate marketers aren't going anywhere. Affiliate programs aren't going anywhere. Customers love it. They love getting deals. They love it when you offer exclusive deals as an affiliate. They love anything that you could possibly do as an affiliate. They love when you promote things. Sounds weird. Yeah, will there be outliers? If you have 10,000 people in your audience, will 5 of them whine about I can't believe you're promoting something. Can't believe you asked me to buy something. I just want to be a freeloader. They don't say that. Nobody said, I just want to be a freeloader. When I grow up, I want to be a freeloader. No, that's not what people say, but it's what they think. I just want all your free content. I don't want you to try to make any money. So I'm going to spend 20, 25 hours a week producing content. In addition to, like, just as you guys know, and I just mean this in all sincerity, this live is not just me going live for an hour. Alan's doing work in the background to get ready for the live. My team's doing work to set things up, create images. I'm paying them to do that. I spent anywhere from sometimes only about 90 minutes. Some of these only take me 90 minutes to prep for, to be honest with you guys. Just depends. Some of them take me 4 or 5 hours, half a day, plus a podcast episode, plus the written material that we put out, 15, 20 hours a week by myself, plus another 10 to 25 hours a week from my team. We're talking a full week to produce our free content. So your favorite bloggers are doing that kind of work. And then you, and I don't mean you because you guys aren't that way. People expect them to then also work a full-time job to pay for the hosting and to, I don't know, feed their family, have clothes, have a shelter. No, it's their job. No different than when I walk into Walmart, I kind of expect them to charge me for everything that I put in the cart and walk out of the store with. It's an expectation, right? Affiliate marketing is not going anywhere. Customers don't have an issue with it. That's a myth. That is a myth. 5 out of 10,000 people have an issue with it. So, I don't know, for lack of a better phrase, screw them. Who cares what they think?
It's true.
All right, myth number 3. And Eric, by the way, said 2003. Yeah, 2,870,000 results in 2003 saying affiliate marketing is dead. 2020, 7.32 million. The voices are getting louder. Affiliate marketing is dead. It was like Zig Ziglar said that, economists have successfully predicted 2 out of the last 48 recessions.
Like Weatherman.
48 of the last 2. They've successfully predicted 48 of the last 2 recessions. Yeah. They've been saying it for 17 years. They've been wrong every single year. Mm-hmm. Just stop believing it is all I'm going to say. Like, it's like the boy who cried wolf. If you have a kid or, I don't know, a politician who has a history of lying, don't you stop believing them? Well, stop believing the people saying affiliate marketing is dead because they're just wrong. I don't blame them. That's 7.32 million chances to, shock value, right?
Yeah.
They're the Howard Sterns of they're the National Enquirers of internet marketing. So, and screw them. All right. Myth number 3 is that affiliate marketing is not profitable. It's a little strange. Why would companies have affiliate programs if it's not profitable for them? And why would people continue to promote affiliate offers if it's not profitable for them? Like, it's not a get rich quick scheme, but it's worth your while. All right. It costs money sometimes. It costs money to run an affiliate program. It costs money to be an affiliate sometimes. But the idea is to get an ROI, return on investment. It's like saying, well, investing in the stock market's not profitable. Every time I go Google my portfolio and the line's going like that over the course of a decade, does it go down? Did it go down at the beginning of the pandemic? Certainly did. Did it go down? Not that I had much of a portfolio in September 11th, 2001. I think I had like $5,000 in there, but I went from like 5,000 to 3,000 pretty quickly. You know what? A year later, I was at 7,200 or 6,400, something like that. Well, investing doesn't work. Sometimes you lose money. Mm-hmm. Sure do. Long-term, it works just like affiliate marketing. Myth number 4, it's full of scammers, full of cheaters. It's scammy, it's sleazy, it's all those things. No. I don't know how, no, it's not. That's also a myth. Affiliate marketing scams. You can go Google that one. I know Eric will, so probably hundreds of thousands of results. Guess what? There are a few bad apples. Out of 10,000 affiliate programs, one of them probably sucks. I'll go higher. 50 of them suck. Introduce those 50 to my podcast. Let them buy one of my courses. Those no longer suck. And I don't mean this bragging. There's a reason why if you look at some of the top marketers' promotional calendars, a lot of them overlap with our clients because they know that we're going to take care of them. Here's the thing. I'm good at what I do. We run the best affiliate programs on earth, I believe. Most companies run programs pretty close to what we do, or almost as good as what we do. Most of them run really good programs. Most affiliate managers are good people. Most affiliates are good people. It's not scammy. They're not cheaters. They're not sleazy. There is, however, a Marine helicopter about 50 feet from our house right now. I don't know if my mic even picking that up?
Can't hear it at all. Good microphone.
There's always bad apples. It's like saying, it's like the same thing, rich people are a bunch of scammers and cheaters. Okay, well, you could say poor people are a bunch of scammers and cheaters,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go there, but like any nationality, you could say the same thing. Are there bad apples? Are there bad Americans? Are there bad Russians? Are there bad everything? Of course. There's bad people. There's bad people. It's usually a fraction of a decimal point of a percent. And so that's true. There are some bad, affiliates. There's some bad affiliate programs. Just don't let them hold you back. Oh, I was really close. What did I say? Like a quarter of a million results, and Eric pulls it up, 269,000. So I promise you, I didn't Google that first. I just assumed.
Pretty good market knowledge.
Yeah. It could have been 7 million for all I would have known, to be honest with you. But just don't let that hold you back. Don't let the bad apples hold you back. It's just like, people talk about all the time. It's like, I went to a bad church once. Well, don't let that hold you back from finding a good one. Well, the last 2 women I dated, okay, well, there's, I don't know, roughly 4 trillion of them in the world. Maybe you could find another one, The last guy I went out with, okay, well, most of them aren't that way. That's just the reality. So keep working at it. You'll find a better affiliate program that'll take care of you. If you're looking for good affiliate programs, go to mattmcwames.com/what's up. That'll redirect you to our recommended affiliate programs page. That's a great place. You want to be taken care of, we'll take care of you. How about that? No scamming, no sleaziness, no, we'll like super serve you. Put it that way. Our team is amazing. So go there if you're looking for some good affiliate programs. All right. Myth number 5 is that affiliate marketing won't last. Kind of goes back to what I said earlier. Well, affiliate marketing's dying circa 2003. 19 years later, you're wrong still. It's growing. By the way, affiliate marketing is growing by an average of 10 to 12% a year over the last decade. It grew substantially in 2020. Something happened apparently, that caused it to, we were expecting it to grow by like 12 to 14%. It grew by like 35%. Well, the economy changed, but even this past year, it grew by another like 14%. The year before the pandemic, I think it grew by like 12.5%. The year before that, it grew by like 10.5%. It's been on a consistent trajectory, predictable other than last year or 2 years ago. Technically now, nobody could have predicted that, economically speaking, but it's growing. People think it's, people 20 years ago thought it was a fad, just like the internet. Well, it's not. It's not a fad. It's around. It's gonna be around 50 years from now. It's been around since the dawn of time. We just added technology to it 30 years ago is all we did. They think because, okay, so for instance, I remember, I forget which update it was. It was either Penguin or Panda, one of the Google updates. Oh, that's the end of affiliate marketing. That was 10 years ago. It's grown by, it's more than tripled in size since then. I don't think it's going anywhere. What was it? The third-party cookies, all the privacy stuff. Okay, that doesn't affect affiliate marketing. That's third-party cookies. Affiliate marketing runs on first-party cookies, which are completely legal, and they're not going to be illegal in the next million years. There's literally no talk of making first-party cookies illegal. Affiliate marketing is run on first-party cookies. So what's the concern? I wrote about this in Affiliate Insider Monthly. That's our monthly membership website. And by the way, you can get a $1 trial of that if you go to mattmcwames.com/aim trial. And I wrote in there, like, all this doom and gloom. That's another thing you could Google, like the end of affiliate marketing or affiliate marketing cookies, and the death of affiliate marketing because of cookies. It's like, no, it doesn't even touch it. It's like, I don't know, man. It's just weird. It's weird to me. It's like saying that if they passed a rule that scaled back the golf ball, that somehow that was going to make football harder. Like, what are you even talking about, people? But here's the thing. I get it. Just like anything, just like the news, and this works both ways. It's not a political statement. It works with the Republicans. It works with the Democrats. It works with CNN. It works with Fox News. If somebody on the opposite side says something that's even moderately controversial, it gets blown out of proportion, right? Why? Because it makes great headlines. 5 million people click on it. Makes them a lot of money. Makes them, hundreds of thousands of dollars in ad revenue. I don't blame them. The days of Walter Cronkite are long over, y'all. All news is biased. Why? Because it gets more views. It gets more eyeballs. Nobody watches boring stuff. And so I get why they say that. Oh, cookies is just the new law, the GDPR is at the end of affiliate marketing. Why did they write that article? Was it because they sincerely thought it was the end of affiliate marketing? Are they really that stupid? No, it's because they knew it'd get a couple 100,000 eyeballs. They knew it'd make them some money. I don't blame them. It's not going anywhere. Affiliate marketing adapts, just like every industry. It adapts. All right. This is not like the discovery of the combustion engine that ended, steam travel. This isn't like that. The changes that we're seeing are incremental, and for the most part, don't affect the core of affiliate marketing. All right. So it's not going anywhere. The myth that it's not going to last, it's just not true. It's been around for a while. It's going to continue to be around. Second or third, when is it? No, sixth. Number 6. It is too late to get started. I'm too old. All the good niches are taken. All the good markets are taken. All the good domain names are taken. No, not too young, not too old, not too inexperienced. I don't know what I'm doing. Neither did anybody else when they first started. It's just, the internet's huge. The internet is just so massively huge. To think that you can't profit from affiliate marketing just because others found it first is just mind-boggling. If you truly believe that your niche is too overcrowded, niche down a little bit. I want to help. I want to help seniors start an encore career. Okay. Well, maybe you think that's too crowded. Well, how about you help seniors start an encore career podcasting? I don't know. Or how about you help seniors start an encore career as coaches? How about you help seniors start an encore career as physical therapists, or as what's the word I'm looking for? Trainers who train other seniors. You could train the trainers who train the seniors, so that your 68-year-old grandmother doesn't have to get trained by Brutus the Beefcake, which actually she might like that. But I don't know.
We'll cut that out. There's Matt.
I don't know. I'm saying, hey, she's single. Your grandpa passed away years ago. Grandma's single. My mom wouldn't mind being trained by some sort of, beefcake in a whatever those leotard things are. She'd be all right with that. She may not admit that. She might watch this later just because, she wants to see what I do. Hi, Mom. She might not mind that. But anyway, my point is, most people would be, prefer to be trained by somebody who had a similar story to them. So maybe that's your niche. Think about the ways you can niche down. Think about the ways that you can, find a niche within a niche, right? And an angle that you can use as an affiliate marketer. So it's not too late. And then the myth number 7 is that you have to be blank to be successful. All right, fill in the blank. You have to be young.
Blue sweatshirt. Have to wear a blue sweatshirt.
Yeah, you have to wear a blue sweatshirt. Are you wearing blue? You are. Yeah, yes. Right. On my end, the graph, the thing is covering you up mostly. On my end, I know it's not on the other end, but you have to be young, you have to be single, you have to be rich, you have to be famous, you have to be a good writer, you have to be good on video, you have to be a good salesperson. You have to be blank, right? Whatever it is. Like it's usually what you aren't. I'm 64 years old. I can't start affiliate marketing. Well, you're going to hear from Alan in a little bit. Bull crap. I can't build an affiliate program. I'm in my 60s. I'm calling BS on that one. I am. Yep. I mean, it's like, no.
60's new 20, man. It's the new 20.
Yeah. Or like I said, you have to be single. Oh my gosh, I've got a family. Dude, I mean, my life is no busier than millions of others. But I mean, seriously, if you saw my schedule, like just with our family obligations, I mean, I'm overwhelmed sometimes. You know, and then I've got this book. I just got the first round of developmental edits back from our developmental editor. And I'm looking at this, I'm going, how am I wasn't prepared for this. How am I supposed to make time when I'm running a company? I'm leading our team. We're hiring 3 new people. I coach, thankfully I'm not coaching our daughter now, but I still want to go to her games, and I'm taking her to practice because she's 10, can't drive herself yet. You know, I mean, we save a whole 2 minutes because my kids can buckle themselves now. I mean, she's been able to buckle herself for 7 years, but you have no idea how much it just feels so different, by the way, when your kids reach that age where they can buckle themselves and you realize I don't have to bend over and do this and do all that. We can leave a whole 2 minutes later. It's so refreshing. Excuses, right? These are excuses. Excuses for not getting started with affiliate marketing, excuses for giving up before they really get going. So I'm going to talk about those, right? I want to talk about the 5 excuses that I'm seeing. I call these the big butts. Mm-hmm. Big butts. Sorry, I can't help but just giggle a little bit.
With one T.
So I'm sweating, by the way. It's like scorching hot in here right now. Yeah, these are the big butts, right? They're big because they're holding people back from experiencing all the benefits of affiliate marketing. And they all start with the word but. All right. So it's, but I'm too whatever, right? Or, but I don't, things like that. The problem with these excuses is they're just not true. Very rarely. And you'll see it's like when I look at number 1, you know, we'll get to in a minute, which is, but I don't know how to sell. And we'll get to that in a minute. It's just not true. I just told you. I brought a lady up on stage who didn't think she could, you know, sell anything, let alone affiliate offers. And she sold a room of 1,000 people on going to a specific restaurant. I hate to break it to you. You're not all that special. You are not a special snowflake. All right. Well, my industry doesn't do this. Yes, it does. No niche is that special. No person is that special. Like there are hundreds or even thousands of people who are just like you in a similar or the exact same niche that are successful. All right. It's like, well, I'm in a small city. Nobody does dry cleaning. If you want to be really nobody in your small town does dry cleaning. You know, do you have to be in New York City to be a successful dry cleaner? No. You know, you're going to get as much business? No. But you also won't have as much cost. So you'll be and you can charge more because you're the only dry cleaner in a 50-mile radius. So you can be very profitable. These are the excuses that I just hear from entrepreneurs all the time. Drive me absolutely nuts. These people have the same challenges. They have the same doubts. They have the same questions. But they found a way around those challenges. They overcome the doubts. They get answers to the questions. Right? I don't know how to do code. Either do I, but I know how to Google it. I don't know how to do code. I Google how to make text do that. Or now we have a programmer, thankfully, who does this, but I would Google it and it would find a website. And within 3 minutes, I found the answer. I copied and pasted the code, pasted it into WordPress. Boom. I had my text do what I wanted to do. I used Google. I mean, not that hard. In other words, take action in spite of your obstacles. That's the key. Don't let your butts drag you down.
Don't let your butt show.
Yeah. Your big butts. All right. So 5 excuses, guys. Excuse number 1. But I don't know how to sell. I don't know how to sell. Just told you about that, right? I mean, the lady came up. She sold us on the restaurant. This is the most common objection we get to promoting affiliate offers, right? It's a myth. It's an excuse. We all know how to sell. I mean, Zig Ziglar said it best. He said, selling is essentially a transfer of feelings. Mm-hmm. You put that up on the screen, Alan. I want everybody to get this quote like deep inside. This is my favorite quote on selling. Selling is essentially a transfer of feelings. That's it. That's all selling is. That's all selling is. You know, I talked about it earlier. You talk about the restaurant. By the time you're done, everybody in the room wants to eat at that restaurant. So you can sell. You do it every day. If you have kids, you are a salesperson. If you are married, you are a salesperson. If you are dating, you are a salesperson. If you are in sales, well, I mean, if you do anything, you ever gotten a raise? You're in sales. You ever gotten a job? You're in sales. I mean, we're all in sales. I think about, like I was sharing with my sister, she just couldn't believe. I don't know if I shared this with you, Alan, but so we went down to Orlando, just the four of us. So my wife and I, and our two kids. We stayed. We love Champions Gate. I don't know if you know where that is, but it's a big resort area in there. We stayed in a 9-bedroom, it's like 7-bath home with, like, I mean, it's a nice place. Like, it's got all the stuff that we want. And of course, so we got 9 bedrooms, so we could just, and one of them we turned into an office because it had a desk and made that so one. So we used 3 of them because naturally we're on vacation. We have 9 bedrooms. The kids want to sleep in the same room because they sleep, in separate rooms at home. So they want to sleep in the same room. I'm like, this is just weird. I'm thinking we're going to, I don't know, they're going to take turns, maybe move around rooms. I don't know. We never even entered 5 of them. And, they're asking $5,500 for the week. And there's a book that I recommended a few months ago in our weekly recap. If you're on my email list, and you should be in my weekly recap, I usually recommend a book I'm reading. And I recommended the book Never Split the Difference. And I've been pretty good at getting deals on homes, but I was like, I'm going to gun for something ridiculous on this one. Mm-hmm. And so asking $5,500 for the week, all things considered, and I offered him $1,800. And the lady responded back and said, I just can't, like, I cannot do that. I can do, $2,300. And I'm like, nope. So I said, tell you what, I'll do $2,100, but you got to include pool heat. Pool heat's, like $40 a day. So I said, because I knew, here's what I know, this thing where these things, this is all sales is. She's a property manager. So her job is to go back to the home and say, we got the most money for this home. Now, the owner of the home, if I were negotiating with the owner, would be like, well, that's pretty much I might as well just get $1,800 because the pool's going to cost me about $35 a day to operate. It's expensive to operate a pool. It's going to cost me this much money, whatever, like, no, I'm going to charge, they would probably argue, as I'm saying, or try to figure it out. Mm-hmm. She just wants to be able to max out the deal. She doesn't care that it costs the owner $30 a day to operate the pool heater, whatever it is. So she said, yeah, got a $5,500 home. So with pool heat would have been $5,780 for $2,100.
Wow.
That's not because I'm a great salesperson. You know what I did? I took what I learned from the book and applied it. One book. It could be one course. First
That's
of all,
good investment.
You already know
that book paid off.
Book paid off. I bought it. I bought the audio book 12, 13 years. No, that didn't come out that long ago. 7, 8 years ago, I think. 6 or 7, something. I bought it a long time ago. I think it was right around when our son was born. Never listened to it. Finally listened to it about 3 months ago. Already that book has been worth over, between the 2 houses we stayed in this vacation, been worth over $5,000. Pretty good investment there. Just the point is, you can sell. Like, if all you did was go read that book and copy and paste the scripts, basically, you'd be successful at negotiating. And negotiating and sales are very similar, is my point. You can copy paste a lot of stuff. You don't have to be a born salesman. Excuse number 2 is, I don't know my avatar. I don't know my avatar. Don't know my avatar, so I don't know what to promote. Here's the thing. Affiliate marketing can actually help you determine your avatar. You have a vague idea of who your avatar is. And you go out and promote this product at this price point, and this product at this price point, and this product at this price point. You go out and promote this topic, and this topic, and you learn who your avatar is. You learn what your audience is interested in. What do they buy? What will they not buy? What topics are they most interested in? And that tells you something incredibly valuable about your avatar. You learn, my avatar says he's interested in productivity, but really what he's interested in is time management. Well, that's different from the big umbrella of productivity. Why do you know that he's interested in time management? Because I sold $18,000 worth of time management products last year and $3,000 worth of leadership and $2,000 worth of this and $1,500 worth of this. So really who my audience is people interested in time management. Maybe that tells you something, that you should start to center your content around time management. And when you get more niched down and focused, your audience will actually grow, because now you're speaking directly to the avatar that told you, I care more about time management. So as far as creating an avatar on the front end, I'm going to walk you through real quick a quick guide on creating an avatar. This is actually from my book. Then I'm going to give you a download that you guys can get that'll walk you through this and kind of give you a fill in the blank guide. So first you start with the name. All right. Pick a name, right? My avatar's name is Pete. I always put Pete in all caps because it's a reminder that when I'm looking at a marketing brief or something like that, this is for Pete, and Pete stands out when it's in all caps, right? So then I go through and I ask things like, what are his values? What does Pete value? Spend a lot of time thinking about that. Pete values time with his family. He values being successful without being a part of the grind. Ask what are his goals? Where does he want to be in 90 days? Where does he want to be in a year? Where does he want to be in 5-10 years? What does he aspire to be, do, and have, right? Then you want to ask, what are his, and I'm using the masculine pronoun just for the record, because I'm talking about my avatar. Yours might be female or gender neutral. Doesn't matter. What are his information sources? Where does he learn as it relates to your topics, right? So what podcast does he listen to? What blogs is he reading? What magazines does he subscribe to? So this is creating an avatar, right? This is a vision of like, okay, I can see Pete, and he aspires to do this. His goals are this, and he's listening to this, and he's reading this. Now, what are his challenges and his pain points? What keeps him up at night? What keeps him from taking action? Like these 5 buts, right? What causes him stress? What causes him, what is he just worried about? What's he frustrated with?
Mm-hmm.
Things like, oh my gosh, he hates the time management wise. He's just so frustrated because he keeps getting interrupted at work. That's a big piece of information. You should address that in our time management course that you're creating, right? All right. What's his demographic information? Well, most of my audience, they're kind of like me. They're 30 to 54, 2 kids. You live in the United States. Anything you want to list, like married or single, divorced, widowed. Do they work a full-time job? They go to college. What's their income? Things like that, right? So my avatar is named Pete, and so you can when you download this, you'll when I give you the download link here in a second, you'll see this. But like Pete, for example, I write says that Pete values time and financial freedom. He prioritizes both family and hard work. All right. Wants to balance both. He values serving his audience over financial gain. His goals are to reduce his workload to a manageable level in 5 years, be financially independent in 10 years, and be known as an expert in his field. These are important. He listens to, certain podcasts that I list out, reads certain magazines, things like that, people that he follows. All right. His pain points are he struggles to find time to put into his online business. It's something I hear from a lot of people. I just can't find the time. So what do I need to do? That's why we created, I mentioned No Product, No Problem earlier. That's why it's 5 days long, about an hour to an hour and a half a day. It's not a 8-week course that takes 10 hours a week. Nothing wrong with those courses. They're just not for my target audience who struggles to find time, who's fitting in a half hour over his lunch break, an hour after the kids go to bed. That's what time he has. He's got an hour in the morning and an hour at night. Hour in the morning, out, half hour at lunch. That's what he's got. That's all he's got. So I have to make products and do things that speak to that. He does not know where to start with affiliate marketing. He feels it might be too late for him. We talked about that, to build a successful business. Pete currently has a full-time job, wakes up early to build his business. He's married with 1 child. His wife has her doubts about this. This is something I hear all the time. My spouse doesn't understand it. My spouse doubts that I can do this. Sometimes I hear that my spouse is my biggest cheerleader, but more often than not, I hear that my spouse has doubts. So I need to get them a quick success, 5-day course. See how knowing your avatar teaches you what to create. 5-day course, weekly podcast. That's why I went away from the daily podcast to a weekly podcast. There was too much information. Weekly podcast, roughly a half hour. You can digest that on your commute or on your lunch break or on a quick walk. 5-day course. If at the end of that 5-day course, give it a couple of weeks, they've made $1,000 or $300, $200 even. Our average student makes what they spend from our course in 6.5 weeks right now. 6.5 weeks, that's average. Some of them make it back in the first week. Some of them make it back while they're taking the course. That's unaverage, of course. Some of them it takes 5 months. But average 6.5 weeks. That means 6.5 weeks later, you have $500 to show your spouse that you brought in. What could you bring in the next 4 weeks? Another 500. Then the next 500 only takes 3 weeks, 2 weeks. That addresses those doubts. You see why knowing your avatar determines everything you do. And then I have demographics like, he makes $58,000 a year, has $25,000 in student loans, et cetera, et cetera. So you can download, we've got it's free, fill in the blank avatar creation guide. If you just go to mattmcwilliams.com/avatar, you can download that guide. All right. Excuse number 3, but I have a small list. Alan, I want you to jump in here in a moment because this is important to hear what Alan started to tell me. And I think I know where he's going with this. We just ran out of time. Most people think I've got a small list. I can't succeed with affiliate marketing. It's absolutely not true. I've seen it time and time again. Someone with a list of 2,000 people makes $10,000 in an affiliate launch. I've done it 5 to 10 times. John Meese, $5,359 in a month with 1,302 subscribers. I still remember the numbers. I've said them so many times. J.R. Reed, list of 0. I remember his quote. 0 made 32 sales in Michael Hyatt's 5 days to your best year ever. Now, are you going to have 500 people on your list and make $100,000 in a month? Probably not. That's not going to happen. But can you make 2,000? Sure. And then grow from there. Now you add 500 more people, you have 1,000. Can you make 4,000? Yeah. You double that to 2,000. Can you make 5, 6, 7,000? Absolutely. I've done it. What about if you get to 10,000? Can you make 10, 12, 15,000? Can you go full time? Absolutely. Absolutely. I've seen this happen time and time again. And so, Alan, this is, I'd love for you to jump in. Like, this is something that happened with you recently, right?
Yeah.
You were telling me, tell us about this, because this blows my mind.
Well, a little backstory for those that don't know. I have a weight loss offer that, and Matt, really taught me how to do this process. We call it a joint venture, but it's just a affiliate marketing on steroids is what it amounts to. And so I reach out to individuals, and there's 2 sides of this. Number one, what Matt taught was don't get picky about the size of the list.
Yeah.
He teaches that all the time. And so I'd reach out to people all the time. Some people have 10,000, 100, well, not 100, but many, many thousand on lists. Some people have less. And what I do is just get them to buy into what I do, which is rescue people out of obesity. And this individual has a very small list, like 110 people, I think, maybe.
Oh, wow.
It was just barely over 100.
I thought you said 1,100 when I heard you earlier.
No, this is just over 100. No, that's why it was like, wow. It's just over 100 people. And what I do is, I bring a lot of value when I do these joint ventures and to the list. And I got this individual to buy into, what I'm doing. And in my offer, when I invite somebody into my program, it's a high ticket coaching offer. So this individual makes in excess of $1,000 per enrollment. And we've got 2 enrollments from that list. And what's interesting is there were only 7 opt-ins from this. And it's been in more than one country too. It's and this individual who had it, she said, I just don't know if it'll work. I said, well, do you believe in what I'm doing? And she did. And I said, well, let's just try it and see. And what's cool is the people that are going to get served, because I reached out to her as she just introduced me to her friends. That's all it was. Yep. And she introduced me to it, and then boom, lives get changed. So it's really cool to see that. And it's fun. Now, is it fun when we get a big list? Yeah. But at the end of the day, it it turned into be a big piece of my business last year. And when I look at Mark Zuckerberg, who one day loves me and one day hates me, he's got an affiliate marketing program that I pay for too. It's called Facebook ads. And so that's all it is. But he's really weird.
You pay them first before,
right.
You're paying her. If you made 0 sales, it cost neither of you any money.
Yeah. It's just she introduced me to some friends.
You made 2 sales. So just to be clear, 110 people on her list, 2 sales. What's her commission on that?
She'll earn over $2,000 commission.
So $20 a person on her list. I mean, I think they did the math right on that.
No, that's more than that's
200.
That's about $200 per person on her list.
I think it's 20. I think it's $20 a person.
You're right.
You
went to Tennessee. I forgot. I went to South Carolina.
I'm sorry.
But it all started.
Yeah, I mean the Gamecock can't even spell SEC.
I hear you.
I just made that up. That's funny right there. Yeah, poor Gamecocks. Anyway,
women's basketball though, they're winning. So I
just love that. I love that story because it just shows the power for both sides. Like for an affiliate, like, hey, just do it. You'll make some money. From an affiliate program side, from your side, Alan, like, don't be afraid to go do a webinar for 110 people. Not even
for 7. I did it for 7.
Yeah.
7
people.
Not everybody showed up.
And you made a lot of money. Guys, here's what I want to say. And this is not where we were going with this, but because literally Alan was just telling me this right before going live. I'm like, dude, we got to go live. Like, you don't even have time. Just tell me. I think it's a good story. And if it sucks, we'll edit it out later. No, but it's good. And it proves this point. You don't need to have a big list to succeed. You don't need to have big affiliates to succeed. Right. Sure. Would Alan have rather done it for 700? Of course. But right now, as he's getting his business off the ground and getting this thing going, I don't say off the ground, he's been coaching for years now, but he's just starting to venture into this area over the last year. Doing it for 7 people to make 2 sales, it's pretty good money. I'll just put it that way. Guys, I mentioned that URL earlier. Alan dropped it here a little bit ago. But MattMcWilliams.com, MattMcWilliams.com/what's up. Okay. That's our recommended programs page. One of the offers on there is Alan's offer. Okay. I've promoted him twice. We know people who promoted him twice. I know people who have tiny lists. I mean, I'm talking, 10 people. They got 10 people to show up on a webinar and they made $1,000. They sent a couple of emails and they made $1,000 to their tiny list. That's pretty good ROI. Like and Alan will show up. Alan will deliver. You have 10 people on, 7 people in this case. He will show up on that webinar and deliver like you had 5,000. He will show up with the energy and stuff. So I just want to recommend him. If you're looking for something to promote, kind of like I'm looking for something to eat and my wife's texting me. Apparently I'm eating a Carolina burger, no bun. Sorry guys. Carolina burger, no bun. Splurging a little bit. It's got some chili and coleslaw on it. I think coleslaw is terrible because it's got a lot of sugar, but whatever. I eat coleslaw like twice a year. It's when I'm in North Carolina.
You can do it now because of the work we did together, and now you can do it every now and then. It just doesn't matter.
Go to MattMcWilliams.com/what's up. Scroll down where you see Alan's offer. Click on apply for his program. Set something up with Alan. I'll leave it at that. So as we wrap up here, guys, I want to get through these last 2 excuses. I sort of touched on this earlier. Excuse number 4 is, but my audience doesn't buy. Who the heck is your audience? The reality is this is a mental thing. This is all up here. My audience doesn't buy. I hear this from Christians don't buy. What? Single women don't what? Well, seniors don't buy. Really? Like, who? I mean, I just don't know. I don't see this, right? The reality is your audience does buy. They buy a lot of stuff. They have an Amazon account. They just aren't buying from you or through you. If you learn to sell, a funny thing happens. Your audience changes. At least that's what it seems, right? Your audience doesn't change. You change. You're just more persuasive. Treat them like those 1,000 people. Well, none of them eat out at restaurants. Really? Like all of them do. I hear that, especially because I got a lot of friends who are in, like, they're in the faith-based niche, right? And I hear that, and it's like, my audience just doesn't buy anything over $20. They buy like the devotional books, but they won't buy anything else. I'm like, they drive a $38,000 car. Clearly, they have some disposable money, some disposable income. Does it mean everybody in your audience is like rolling in cash? No. I mean, I heard it the other day. The average American, I thought this was sad. The average American, if they had an expense over $500, couldn't write a check for it. And I'm like, really? Like, I'm not trying to be naive. I know that we have a poverty issue in America, but I thought that roughly 70 to 80% could probably pull that off, and it's less than half.
But what they can do is find the money, though.
They can find the money. And here's the thing:
Yes.
If they want it, they'll buy it. If you can convince them, they will buy it. And I tell people all the time, people are like, should I buy this product that I'm promoting? And my answer is always this: will it put you into debt? If it will put you into debt, no. If it's a sacrifice, yes. If it's a sacrifice. So I remember specifically, a guy emailed me a few years ago, older gentleman. He was just leaving his career. He was a middle manager, made about $58,000, $60,000 a year. And hang on, let me tell. I'm gonna go with. What kind of a question is that? Do I want pimento cheese and bacon? Yes.
You're in the Carolinas. Get the pimento cheese. Get on. You got to do that. Right?
This is fun. You guys watch me order my dinner. I mean, I am in top
Really?
beef. Of course, I want pimento. Whatever they want to put on this burger, except for pickles, I will take.
This affiliate marketing life. You need to start it.
Yeah, I got to tell you guys. When we're driving up, sorry, I'll get back on track. I think. We were driving up. We stopped at a restaurant on the way up here, and I just love this. It's like, and I texted you, Alan, said, "Tell me you're in South Carolina," without telling me you're in South Carolina. On the board, it said, "Add pimento cheese to anything for 69 cents," and I'm like, "Yeah, you're in South Carolina." So here's the deal. I don't remember what I was talking about. I told you I'm hungry. What was I talking about, Alan?
You were on myth number.
Excuse number 4. Yeah.
Excuse number 4, which is, but my audience doesn't buy.
Oh yeah. So the faith-based niche. And so they just say like, well, my audience doesn't buy things. I'm like, yes, they do. They can find the money. So I tell people all the time, do not go into debt to buy something from me, but make a sacrifice if that's what it takes. And I had a guy, remember, he emailed me, said, when, this is back when we had a product that all we did was launch it. We only launched it once a year. And he said, when does it launch again? And I told him it was like 4 months from now. And he said, thank you. I just wanted to know because I'm gonna have my cable disconnected.
There you go.
And it worked out. I'm not joking. His cable bill was $124 a month. 4 months. That's what is that? $496 if I'm doing the math right.
Plus you got him off the great income reducer, the electronic income reducer.
Yeah. The course that he was buying cost $497. All he had to do was cut cable for 4 months. That guy, I won't mention his name, but that guy and I still communicate today. He's on my text list. And about once a month, he'll text me with like an update on how things are going. And I texted him probably like around Thanksgiving and I just said, "Did you ever get your cable back?" And he just responded back and said, "Heck no." And then he said, "LOL." He said, "I did splurge on Netflix though." And cause he's like me, he's a documentary buff. And so the point is he made a sacrifice that I'm cool with. If he had said, "When's the launch coming up?" And I said 4 months from now, he goes, "Okay, good. I just need to get a credit card." I said, "Dude, you're wrong choice, man. I don't recommend going into debt to buy my course. I don't think that's, I don't think that's ethical for one, moral. I have moral qualms with that. Sacrifice. Yeah. And I don't think cutting the cord is that much of a sacrifice, to be honest. But anyway, Myth number 5, but I'm afraid I'll lose subscribers. My typical response to this is, so the heck what? Who cares? What if some people unsubscribe? I saw this tweet come across. This was not somebody who tweeted me, but it was kind of funny. I saw this come. It said, somebody was responding to somebody else who was talking about promoting stuff. And he said, in a similar vein, I found this with my email list. When I finally got to emailing regularly, more unsubs. I don't mean to be disrespectful. What the heck did you expect? Oh, no, I've got 10,000 people on my list, but I never email them. So I still have 10,000 people on my list. Congratulations. You own nothing. You literally, you own nothing if you're not actually using it. I bought a brand new workout bench. I've never used it. Okay. You bought a workout bench then. Congratulations. Do you want a cookie? Probably, it doesn't make any sense, right? The more you email, the more unsubscribed you have. It doesn't matter what you send. When I send out an episode of my podcast, I get 20, 30, 40 unsubscribes. Free podcast. Go listen to my free podcast. Unsubscribes. When I send out a blog post, unsubscribes. When I send out an affiliate offer, unsubscribes. When I send out a free report, unsubscribes. Free webinar, unsubscribes. Emails about the lives, unsubscribes. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The more I email people and say, hey, do you have any questions? I get unsubscribes. More email equals more unsubscribes always. But here's the thing. So what? So I want you to get this deep down inside. Subscriber counts mean nothing in and of themselves. I have seen people I talked about earlier, 1,000 people on their list destroy people who have 10,000 people on their list in affiliate competitions. If someone unsubscribes because you make a relevant and helpful offer, why would you want them on your list in the first place? Mm-hmm. You're running a business. You are running a business. Businesses sell. Businesses sell stuff. Businesses make money. Yes, create value. Give away a lot of stuff for free. We create hundreds of hours a year of free content and then ask them to buy something from time to time. If someone never buys anything, they have no business value. They are dead weight on your list. I don't mean that they're not worth anything intrinsically as a human being, but to your business, they are worth nothing. Many of you have seen, if you watch me long enough, I wear this shirt probably about once every 4 months on a live, roughly. I only have like 16 shirts, so yeah, about every 4 months. It's a quote from Noah Kagan. It says, "Likes don't pay bills, sales do." The same can be said for email lists. Lists don't pay bills, sales do. So don't have any fear of unsubscribes. If you're offering something relevant, helpful, and valuable, and someone unsubscribes, let them leave. So those are the 5 most common excuses, right, for not doing affiliate marketing. And the myths, the excuses, these are all mental barriers. Once you overcome these mental barriers, though, that's how you succeed. You already know how to sell, so start acting like it, right? You know how to create an avatar. We talked about that, right? You know that you're not too young, you're not too old, you're not too inexperienced, you're not too whatever. Your list is big enough. It could be 50 people. It's big enough. Be 110 people. You make a couple $1,000 like Alan's affiliate just did. Small list, no reason not to get started. Your audience does buy stuff. Your audience knows how to buy stuff. Unsubscribes, who cares? Unsubscribes, who cares? So I want to leave you with a few action items here. These are clear next steps based on what we talked about today. Number 1, stop making excuses. Just eliminate them. No excuses. You're not too young, not too old, not too inexperienced, not in the wrong niche. Your audience does buy stuff. I want you to take whatever excuse you have, twist it around into what Michael Hyatt calls the liberating truth. I'm too old. No. He used to have a lot more experienced. Harvey Penick, who was he was a golf instructor. If you're a golfer, you've heard the name. Wrote the Little Red Book and the Little Green Book and some other books that were probably colored. And I remember one thing I loved about the Little Red Book is he talked about how he doesn't call them senior citizen. He calls them seasoned citizens. Think about that. Like somebody 24 years old, they're like an unseasoned French fry. Mm-hmm. I had one the other day. They are disgusting. All you need is salt. Fries are much better with salt. It changes the whole complexity of a French fry. Add a little pepper. Now we're talking. Cayenne, some Cajun seasoning. Totally different. That's all your age is. It's seasoning. Your age is seasoning. It makes you a more interesting person. Most interesting people I've ever talked to were World War II vets. There aren't many left. Those were interesting people. I remember talking to some back in the 2000s. You know, some of the best letters I've ever read in my life, written from my grandfather from Europe during World War II to my grandmother. We lost him when my dad passed away. I think I'd probably pay $25,000 for them right now. If somebody found those, and I could identify them, so you can't fake them. If somebody found those, I mean, these are 80-year-old letters, literally. 1942, 1943 was when he was in Europe. I'd probably pay $50,000. That actually is something I might even go into debt for if you really wanted enough money. So if somebody has those, reach out to me. The point is, those are interesting. Old people are interesting. Use that to your advantage. I mean, you have more stories. One of the reasons why I have more stories now 10 years, or now than I had 10 years ago, is because I've lived 10 more years. When I was 32, half my stories are about things that happened when I was a teenager. That's boring. Nobody wants to hear stories about when I was a teenager. Stories that happened when I was in my 30s, those are interesting. Stories that happened to my kids. I have kids now. My kids are interesting. Those are stories. So start looking at that, right? Stop making excuses. I don't care what it is. Stop making excuses about your niche. Secondly, create your avatar. Go to mattmcwilliams.com/avatar, download the guide, work through it. All right. It's totally free. Just work through that avatar guide and use that to create your avatar. It's very important. You're going to use that to dictate all of your marketing going forward. Third, start right now. All right. It's not too late. You're not too young, not too old. There are no excuses. Just start right now. Okay. Stop making excuses and then start now. And then fourth, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Get a support network. No matter, I don't care what it is. Like, just get involved with some group of other entrepreneurs, right? Who they can support you, encourage you, help you. If you're interested in our mastermind, we're thinking about starting up a mastermind. If you're an entrepreneur, online business owner, text me at 260-217-4619. If you have any questions about that mastermind, I'm happy to. It's not a guarantee that we're going to do this, but I'm curious to see who's interested in that. If you got questions about today's lessons, actually, to the myths and all that stuff, you can text me as well, 260-217-4619. And like I said at the top, if you know somebody who could benefit from what you heard today, share this with them so that they get the benefit of this. If they're believing these lies, these myths, making these excuses, share this with them. And make sure you join us next week. I'll be back in the studio. I will not be glowing. I will not have a heavenly glow as maybe we'll figure that out. I might have a
North Carolina glow.
Yeah. Next week, February 3rd, Thursday, February 3rd, same time, 2 p.m. Eastern. Top 10 affiliate marketing mistakes on social media. So it's going to be a good one. We're going to talk about the mistakes that we've seen over the past 5 or 6 years. We've identified the top 10. Why top 10? Because it's a good number. There may or may not be bonus mistakes. I don't know. So we're going to talk about those top 10 mistakes. So make sure you mark your calendar. Thursday, February 3rd, 2 p.m. We'll see you then.
All right. Take care.
See you guys.